can't remember. My memory is bad.
Alright, call meeting order. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Collins.
Here.
Baloo.
Here.
Conso.
Here.
Dan.
Here.
Garmin. Here. Buss.
Here.
Everyone received the proposed minutes for the last council meeting. Any amendments? Hearing none, minutes stand as approved. Public speakers. Thank you, Chief. Sue, anything for tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I did some legwork after the last meeting when it was discussed to get an LED sign out front. So I checked with the Fold Center, and I will give you some copies. They are more than willing to let anybody in the village use that sign. Their cost is $10 for the weekend or $25 for a week. Now, down at the bottom, if any of you look at that, it says, community organizations call for availability and discount rates. What Stacy told me, Stacy is a manager, she said if it's something in the village that you want to advertise, there will be no charge. Free. She didn't want to put that on here because you're going to have every single person in the world calling. When you rent a room in there, like for a wedding reception or graduation, they put on their marquee, congratulations, Dave Spencer, for graduating. So, and there's no charge for that if you rent a room down there. They're also very good at kind of letting people know different things. Starting tomorrow, there's going to be in memoriam on there. 2 people in our Silver Sneakers exercise class passed away on Saturday. Not husband and wife or anything like that. A man and a woman. They're going to put in memoriam of them out there on that marquee.
Yeah.
So that sign is absolutely for no charge to be used by the village. It's a community building.
Yeah.
It's a community sign and it can be used. And she said there's no reason that they would not let the village use it for free. Like advertise for the festival or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So
Spring cleaning, yeah.
exactly. They would put the things like that on there. I also checked into what it might cost to get an LED sign. Now, I know it was just kind of off the top of your head. I don't know what size you would get. But here's what I found out. You can expect to spend between $10,000 and $100,000 for an LED sign. $10,000 being a small one. I have no idea what that would mean. 3 foot by 5 foot, 2 by 4, 6 by 8, I don't know.
Right.
But until it's investigated more, you don't know.
Right.
But until you can appropriate the money to spend it on an LED sign when we've got this,
It's a good option.
it's a win-win situation. And until we can get something out front, until something is done, why not use what we've got?
Yeah.
That is community down there. So whoever needs to keep this or know it, it's not hard to get a hold of somebody in the Fold Center, Stacy. If you want to do something, it's free.
Okay.
I think it's a great thing to know and use.
Right.
I mean, we have the trash pickup coming.
Yeah.
And
That's
we have
Saturday.
the garage sales were last weekend, and what else is festivals coming up?
Right.
Anything.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, that it's there for our use.
Yeah.
And especially for the village for free.
Yeah, I haven't seen the sign this past week. I don't know if they're advertising for the festival on there already or not. I know they put like a sign out front for the festival and whatnot, but I didn't know if they put anything on the sign. We appreciate you looking into that. We'll definitely dig into it and see what the options are.
I know the Rotary will probably put a sign up, but I'm sure the Fold Center will advertise it too. They, I don't know how long they're going to keep that in memoriam on there.
Right.
And they may change it after the exercise class is over at 10 o'clock. They may put something else on. But out of respect for those people that have been going there since Bob Smith started that exercise 20 years ago, They are going to do that.
No, it's good.
They're very willing to work with anybody that's interested in it.
It's a great resource.
They got the temperature on it. They need to put the time on it.
I will suggest that to them. I'm there 3 days a week, so I'll tell them, maybe that's an option. So that's all I have.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, Misty Clark.
I do have something this time.
Alright.
I have been trying to find out when this festival was. Paul was telling us about it. I sent, I think 3 emails.
Yeah.
But nobody emailed me back, so I figured I would just come. But we talked to him about doing face painting, because our thing is, we've always done stuff with the kids in the community until this campaign started. So now we have been trying to find ways to get back and doing stuff with the kids. I mean, there's adults there, so that's still technically.
Yeah, I did see your email to the general Gmail account, and I
Okay.
did forward that to a festival committee member.
Okay,
I didn't copy you on the email I forwarded, but I did
Okay.
forward it on. And I think I gave Paul another member's contact information for you.
okay,
So, yeah,
yeah,
and I can send out another email also.
okay. Because I just know that's this week, and we were doing our calendar.
Yeah, it's Friday,
There's a lot of-
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, because you got the car show starts this week. We got Pride. There's
All right.
like 16 things this weekend. But we were trying to make sure that we did that because I told him we would, and we tried to stick to what we say. So don't make me be a liar. That's all. Thank you.
Gary, anything for tonight?
Yes. Just for everybody's general information, Joe is not doing well. I visited with him today. His color is all but gone. He's losing a lot of weight. He's on hospice. So if you say prayer, say prayer. And he wanted me to present the police chief with a check for $300 to be used at whatever means you feel necessary.
Thank you. Tell Joe I said thanks. Or I'll give him a call.
Give him a call.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, good. Awesome.
All right. Takes us to committee reports.
Okay, under roads, the service department is working on getting roads repaired in the village. Now, we did Noble, now we're looking at doing spot repairs. And one of the biggest spot repairs, like I told you at the beginning, was if our biggest concern are alleys, we're in pretty good shape. So Sugar Alley will be addressed, and gotta give you some time, it's gonna happen over the next month or two, so. But that should be moving right along on that. We also repair the 2 catch basins every year, same thing, water takes care of that. Underwater, Bergens and Associates installed the UHS antenna at the water tower and pump house, so now we've got our own line. We don't have much interference. It was really a plug and play, it actually worked pretty nice, so. And it's up and running. Lead and copper paperwork for the EPA has been turned in, so we should be good there. Under parks, we should be starting tree trimming this week and removal. Just waiting to see some movement over there in the park this week, so we'll see. We're just kind of penciled in, depending on where they were standing on the previous job. They're going to start East Canton this week. Under buildings, nothing to report. Under other, Councilman Collins checked on a bid for Henry's truck. We talked about turning Henry's truck into the water truck. Councilman Collins checked on some beds. Now here's the bed. I didn't get you pictures. And Collins can talk about that a little bit. But here's the prices. One price is going to be for a steel truck, a steel bed. The other one's going to be for an aluminum bed. Now, talking to a few people that have these beds, aluminum. Well, yeah, you want to go aluminum
Yeah.
because they're not in the water department and all their shelves are all rusting out. Anytime you get a little bit of water in there, it runs down to a corner, and next thing you know, boom, because of the steel. So they wish they would have spent a little bit of extra money and went with the aluminum. This is
Yeah, the aluminum's definitely the way to go. They're full of shelves. I think we got some pictures. We could email it.
Yeah,
I got 'em
we
on
can
my-
email them.
I got them on my phone, but just typical service bed, full of drawers and shelves and cubbies. But with the quotes, that's an installed price, so they do it all there. So you don't have to go up, load it up, take it somewhere and end up scratching it up 5 different times before it gets put on. But, so long story short, we can actually trade in the bed, taillights and bumper off of the old truck. And then they even said, even if a brand new truck comes in, the best they pay was $600 and is the most they pay for trade-in. You know, and they actually said they give 500 trade. You know, and so on a truck that's 6 years old, it tells you how good they take care of them. So the other option would be that we don't trade it in, keep it, try and sell the bed off ourselves. I think we could probably get 3 times that much pretty easily with the bumper and taillights.
Hell, I'll give them $1,000 today.
So, I think that's, it's an increase in price from the steel to aluminum, but in my opinion, it's not that great, especially if it's gonna last that much longer.
Yeah,
I was expecting something.
You're gonna recoup some of that money back when you sell the bed.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm
you
thinking.
can cut that price in half for the most part.
I mean, we kept the other water truck until.
And you gotta remember, Henry's truck is all aluminum.
You can
So
see
put a
through the
steel bed
floorboards
on it.
15 years ago.
Just make it all aluminum and you're gonna have a truck for a long time.
Yeah, the rest of the cab of the truck's an aluminum truck. It just makes more sense. It's lighter.
We're not gonna buy a water truck for anywhere near that price, so I think that makes sense to keep it. Swap out the beds.
Like I say, it's nice they can do it all at one time, you know. The new bed, it comes with like a diamond plate bumper, it's got the taillights, reverse light, it's ready to go. We got some customers that come into work that've got different styles. I mean, not maybe that exact thing, but similar from that same company, and they've been on there for years and look new. So, yeah, I mean, we trade that truck in, go buy a whole nother truck. It's going to cost $50,000 or more. There's nothing wrong with that truck whatsoever.
I think that's a good idea. What do we need to move forward with that? What do we need to talk about?
Well, you're gonna have to talk about, then you're gonna need a replacement for that to the service department. So now you're back into the $70-some thousand for the,
Replacement truck.
to replace that truck. So we need to sit down and, first of all, we need to get some hard numbers on the new truck. And then we need to
And I
sit
didn't wanna
down and-
move forward on that until we kind of seen where we were going with this one.
Are you
If it looks like we're gonna move forward on this, then I can go get hard numbers for the new truck.
You looking at a 1 ton or a 1.5 tons?
I'm not sure.
And
It all comes down to price.
you're gonna try to go through state purchasing again?
Yes.
That speeds up the process, because you don't have to spec it and bid it.
Right.
Let's get some numbers on the truck first,
Okay.
and then we'll figure out where we're gonna go.
All right, sounds good. Last thing I got is just an update on the recycle center. We was gonna not do it this year, just because of the timing. You know, when we talked about it and we sound out an all call to the residents, I got nothing but positive response on it. And by the time we tried to get it all together, spring was here. DePietros took off running with their work, we're taking off with our work, and trying to put this together was really tough. So Dan and I decided to wait till next year. Well, with that being said, people could still take stuff down to DePietros, to the recycles. They have a place for it, but it's $10 each time you take something down.
I've already taken 3 loads down there,
Yeah.
so.
So I talked to Dan this morning, and he goes, you know what? It's not what we want, because we're looking at making it a secure area where people can't just come in and do illegal dumping and stuff like that. But for now, we're gonna kind of wing it and say we're on. It'll start Monday. People have to come up Monday to get their little sticker and their little pass. It'll cost them $25 for the year. And they go down to DePietros, they stop at the office, they'll radio that they have somebody coming with something, and they'll take it over and they'll show them where to go. So they have a yard guy there all the time.
So you're just talking grass clippings, sticks?
They'll take anything but trash.
I took
Flowers, wood, yard waste.
I took a load of bricks and rocks and stones down there too,
Yeah.
so.
They're gonna be bagged up in trash bags, like,
If you got them in bags, they're gonna have you empty 'em.
okay.
They don't want any trash in no bags, because they just put it all in.
Like I say, yeah, someone's got a trash can there with the big plastic
Right,
bags.
yeah, they would just dump it out.
Be prepared to dump it out.
Right. So I know we've already told some residents we wasn't gonna do it, but now if we could get it out onto the website, Mayor, and, the video, a lot of people watch the video and stuff, so that would be nice. Now, the thing is, where's those $25 go?
That's my question.
Because it's not about making money whatsoever on both sides.
Well, is there gonna be any cost to the village from DePietros?
No. There's no cost nowhere. The only, Henry and I were talking about today, we thought maybe we take, because we have to buy the cards, and that's what I gotta talk to you about, is buying them little cards.
Okay,
And then all we take is one of them stickers, and we type their name on it and their address, so we know they're a village residents, because they have to show that when they go down there. That's it.
And that's why it's coming through here, is because Ed and the girls up front are the ones responsible for ensuring it's a village resident. So if we could just say, oh, everybody go to Petros, but
Yeah.
it kind of makes it a little muddy for them. So it's kind of like a
We want to
buffer.
control it,
Yeah.
and we have to watch for illegal dumping and stuff like that.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, DePietros gotta pay to have them.
well, that's what I'm asking. I mean, if DePietros is gonna charge the village, why not just, when they come up and we verify the residents, have them make the $25 check out
Beaches.
right to
That's fine.
DePietros? And,
Yeah, because all we're looking at some cards, and I only have 40.
okay,
So I need to talk to you about the old time cards. That's all it was.
oh,
Old ones.
those old punch ones that we had.
So we're just gonna stick something on there. So we'll have to get more. And I'm sure they're fairly cheap. Get a little card that you can put in your wallet. That's really about all we have in it.
Couldn't you do some kind of app on a phone and they go up, show their phone and zip, they're in?
Well, I'm sure we're not set up for stuff like that yet. Being that we're just getting started.
It's too easy to take one phone and clone it to the other phone and have somebody from out in the township.
No, I think we could do stuff like that, but I think we just gotta take small steps because it's new to them, new to us, new to the residents, for us all to work together and make it work. And as we go down, I'm sure they're in, we can start making it.
That would just eliminate the little cards and have them put the
Right.
sticker on and blah, blah, blah.
Right. So, yeah, I'm sure we can do it. It's just a matter of time. So,
Ed, I got a question about Sugar House. What kind of scale are we looking at to redo that? Is that 10-inch hump in the center going to be gone and going to be flat?
you know, I don't know. He's in Florida right now.
Mhm.
He'll be back next week and he's gonna get a hold of me so we can sit down and kind of go.
Oh, okay, so you still got to get the plan together.
Yes.
Okay. And
That's
just
why it's
so,
gonna take some time.
just so you know, I inadvertently stepped on that grate and the other corner lifted up, so
Yeah, we haven't touched it.
it's laying there loose.
We haven't touched it. We fixed the one at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, I seen you got cones down there.
Yeah. But there's a lot of things going on and we have to work around Mother Nature right now.
Right.
And we got a big ball game coming this weekend. We got the festival coming this weekend. And we want to get to that grade, but it's not
It's not a priority. No, I understand it. I was just concerned because if you put stuff on top of that hump, it's just gonna get humpier.
well, the thing I gotta look at is when Dave and I sit down and go over this, I gotta make sure when I repair it, it's at the level he needs for the blacktop it's gonna go there.
Okay.
So it kind
Very
of-
well.
I do too.
You don't want to make it so high that they have that.
Then we got a problem.
My wife's HHR only has like this much clearance to begin with, so I gotta go to the side a little bit when I go down the alley.
Go up.
I do go up, but sometimes I gotta go down.
That's all I got.
I have a question for you. If you're heading south on Plum Street off of Noble. Okay? Go
Okay.
down Noble and turn left on Plum. Right before you turn out on the main road, there's a sewer.
Grade on the right-hand side that
Yes.
hits your tire.
Is that supposed to be like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of them dip in.
That one's just
Yeah.
really bad because you can't turn out around it if there's traffic coming. And I didn't know if it had worn down and needed fixed or not. That's just
You
the
just
way it
have
is.
to
Go down another road,
Just
right?
sit there longer, go down the road.
Yeah.
I go down Burger.
I usually do too, but last week, it didn't matter. Anyhow, I had to
And you
turn
know
there.
what? When I turn there, I get it. Not thinking. Same reason.
Okay.
A lot of that kind of stuff can, you got a point, can physically be fixed. The question is whether you want to pay those kind of taxes to fix it.
And I didn't know if it could be
And it
fixed. Maybe it
costs.
has
I
to be
mean,
like that to catch the water.
I do that
wasn't
kind of
sure.
stuff.
Especially at the bottom of the hill.
I do that kind of stuff for a living, and like contractor I used to work for, HM, they're on emergency call and point repair for Akron. All right. Now, they go out and they fix whatever needs fixed, and they charge Akron whatever they want to charge.
Mhm.
And that's a lot of money.
Mhm. Yeah, I just stayed away from it, but I just didn't know if it was broke.
No, it's not perfect.
Makes sense. Takes us to safety. Chief.
Well, I had a longer list,
I got
but
this piece.
Sue helped herself to it.
I really didn't know it was his report and I just ripped
Oh,
off the
yeah.
bottom.
I got a little
I
piece.
apologize to
Deck
everyone.
I tell you, no respect. All right. Since the last meeting, we had 20 traffic stops, 2 follow-up investigations, 1 assault call, 1 theft call, 1 crash with injuries, 1 domestic complaint that turned into an arrest, criminal trespass complaint, threats call, suspicious vehicle, 1 disabled vehicle, 1 well-being check, 1 assist outside agency, and this morning we had a DOA call. I'd also like to thank the officers for their work in the month of May. They really increased their traffic enforcement, and we had an increase in domestic arrests and felony drug arrests. That's it. Oh, we do have, our computers are in and our printers are in. We are still waiting on, the electric supply cords. I guess they're on back order.
Oh, boy.
So as soon as we get them, Phil will be able to set them up.
Are you guys doing any more school training this year for active shooter stuff? Just curious.
We just had training Saturday with the ARs.
Why not?
We're talking about it, just, I don't know yet. We'll see what,
I was gonna say, if you do it again, me and my sister would probably volunteer again.
okay, well, we are going to, we're planning on some night training out at the range, and we might need some people for that.
I don't know, I don't like sound of that.
Well, no, it's gonna, there's gonna be a section of it that's based on traffic stops
Okay,
and stuff like that.
no live ammunition.
No,
Okay.
Hit you with the taser, you light up.
Hold this flashlight, run through that field. No, I'm good.
we want to shoot you in the lower extremities.
You'll be fine.
You'll be all right.
It will only hurt once it goes through.
Yeah, we'll call Gary for paramedic.
Yeah,
You notice I didn't volunteer.
I did notice that.
But we're still putting that together. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
with,
I'll
what we got
volunteer
going
again.
on.
Let me know.
Yeah.
It's nice. Call off work. I gotta go do something. Bye.
I was waiting till next year to do the second phase of what we did this year. We'll see how that works out. And the FBI is pretty booked up this year.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
Good. Anything else for Chief? Thanks, Chief. Appreciate it. Takes us to judicial. Showing nothing on the agenda.
I see there.
Councilman Collins. Anything for grants?
Have we found a grant writer yet or a prospect for one?
I kind of need some direction. I had asked council for a budget for that, what you all are willing to set aside budgetary wise for those services, and I haven't seen anything back. So for me, it's hard for me to go approach the grant writers when I don't.
Yeah, you don't have any.
What's the average price per hour?
I believe the last was about 30 to 35 per hour, but it actually gets higher than that, especially if it's somebody experienced.
Some of it goes on a percentage of
Have
the grant.
Grant, right, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So it's probably kind of hard to put a.
But I'm just looking for some kind of budgetary number. It doesn't have to be a firm number, just something to say, look, these are the grants we want to go after. This is what we're willing to do. And that way I can meet with people and.
Do we have any money appropriated for such an activity?
For grant writing? No, I haven't seen anything specified for that now.
Where do you expect to take the money from to make a grant?
That's the question.
Well, it would have to come out of the general fund. We would have to just pull it out of one of the funds that we've got some surplus money in, but you're gonna have to identify projects that you wanna go after and the money that you're willing to allocate towards those projects, because I pretty much guarantee it's gonna be some type of a matching grant where we're gonna have to come up with X number of dollars, whatever we go for. So you're gonna have to pick out, rather than just do a shotgun approach and just say we're gonna start writing grants, you're gonna have to come up with something that you would like to work towards.
You got something to add?
I do. I was wondering, where do you guys look for the people? Where to get
Just
your
personal contacts, other villages, we reach out to different, based on who they use and whatnot.
Have you tried going to the colleges?
I have not, no.
You can get, like, if they're going into some type of government, you can get like an intern.
Okay.
And you can have them kind of show you what you need to look for. And then they can also, they usually do it for a percentage as well, but it's gonna be a lot easier to use a student and get them to kind of come towards you.
Right.
Straight out of college, because you got Walsh, Mount Union, you got
Right.
all the ones right around there, you got
Absolutely.
Kent State, Stark State. But that's what I was told, so figured I'd pass that on.
Thank you, appreciate that.
I'm kind of curious how many grants through the course of a given year are available for things that we need.
There's a bunch.
So many,
Bunch.
too
Yes.
many.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
You just have to, the key is the writer,
Yeah,
Right.
because you have to be able to write in circles.
absolutely. Yeah, there's a bunch. I mean,
Yeah, too many.
Is there a catalog of grants that you can,
there's different sites. For us, what we see a lot, some of these engineering firms, architectural firms, they'll actually send you a listing. Hey, look, these are the grants available. You should look into these.
Yeah.
They want you to try to maybe partner with them if you were granted it. So they're trying to draw you along, but there's other resources as well to find. I mean, Chiefs finds a bunch for the PD. There's different resources to allocate them, but there is a significant amount. You just got to be willing to put the work in to, get the grants written. And hope that you word it that's appreciated and liked. And
Yeah, because you can even turn it into hours.
Yeah.
If they need those volunteer hours.
nice, yeah.
And it's getting ready to be summertime, so if you can snag one.
Good. And the nice thing is, like, a lot of the grants are being written now or applied for now. Usually they're the next following year.
Yep.
So it can give us the ability to then budget for the next year. Yeah. But to Kurt's point, we have to make sure it's in a controlled way. We can't write 100 grants and not have the matching funds.
yeah, and then only get a few of them at the end, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Takes us to finance.
Finance, I'd like to make a motion to approve invoices, of $95,5109, as presented by Fiscal Officer Geis.
Second.
Roll call.
Yep.
Baloo.
Yep.
Consos.
Yeah.
Span.
Yes.
Carmen.
Yeah.
Buck.
Okay. Would also like to make a motion to approve payroll in the amount of $14,529.48.
Second.
Roll call. Collins.
Yeah.
Baloo?
Yeah.
Consos?
Yay.
Van?
Yes.
Carmen? Bunch.
Yeah.
Anything else for finance?
Nothing to make there.
Thank you, Councilman Buxton. Takes us to other. I did have one entry in other. Last week I presented, I emailed the mayor's court report for May 2024. Total collected for the month, $5,820, which breaks down as follows. 2,198 fines, 2,413 local, and 1,209 state funds. It was a active month for the PD. Chief, please pass on my appreciation to your officers for the activity. Not just the ticket ready, but there were many stops that no tickets were written. It's just the activity being up.
And there was a few that went downtown too.
Exactly, yeah, so it was a very active month and much appreciated. Anything else for other?
Did you make any collections on the water, the late water payments? Was any of that taken care of?
As far as,
Last meeting, you said people were behind in their water bills, a lot of money. Was any of that collected from those people? No?
we're working on it.
Okay,
Yeah, things are being done.
okay.
You had a thing in there for turning off the water. What are they using for water?
They usually go to Canton Park,
Your water.
or they go down to the creek, whatever they, depending on what they're using for.
So do people actually let their water be turned off in lieu of paying a bill if they're able to pay it?
I've got one right now, it's been off over a year.
That's really very sad.
Well, you get into these bigger cities and they can't turn the gas off between Thanksgiving and about April, they turn it back off. None of them pay the water. They do get screwed with that, but if they got kids or somebody elderly in the house, they can't turn the water off.
Right.
Drive down the street, it's December and the windows are wide open with the heat blaring and they don't pay a gas bill.
Shut off the sponsor.
That's nationwide, you know? It is crazy. It is crazy.
I mean, I'm just thinking that's gonna be a huge chunk of money they'll be coming in. If that big. You know, and they're starting to pay. Really?
Yeah, that's great.
It is applied, but they're used to it.
Yeah.
All right, anything else for other tonight? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Not that you were on that one.
Uh-huh.
You're waiting all night for that.
I work in the fashion industry.
Roll call, Collins. Blue. Consos.
Yay.
Van.
Yes.
Carmen. Buxton.
Yay.
You got that, Charlie?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, call them.
Hey, Charlie, you know what